Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Clockworks Chatter. This episode is going to predominantly focus about videos on what I've been doing right now and what I'm working on and what I plan on doing in the future. Let's just get right into the meat of things. As you know, I've been recording a lot of BioShock recently, and I don't plan to shift my channel completely from Spiral Knights to LPs and stuff. That's just something I want to do. Get some extra footage on my channel, allows me to just enjoy some games, whatever. And I understand that, not everyone's really excited about that. I mean, haven't hit past 20 views, which is fine. It's completely fine. It's just extra content if anyone there wants to watch it. It's something for me to do while I'm working on these videos in the meantime. I get to play more games, which is a game I've been wanting to play for a while now, as I said before, in the actual series. And with that, I think I figured out my target audience, which you're all predominantly here for the Spiral Knights content. That just makes sense. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not here to tell you what you should and should not watch on my channel, that's obscene. But I do kind of want to find something other than Spiral Knights that might also continue to pique your interest. So that way I'm not trying to focus on Spiral Knights if I ever feel burnt out, but also not gaining any views on other videos. So that's something I'll have to try and figure out in the future. But now for the more juicier part of the video. There is this one video I was actually working on right after Halloween. It was, well, no, I'm not going to say it just yet because I still want to work on it, but I did a test recording. By the time I finished the first level, it was already 30 minutes. I said, nope, we're not going with that, and I scrapped it. Decided to go with a bit of a different build to see if that might have done anything, and I think it's a little bit faster. But no, it didn't cut. I had to scrap it. So until I either get someone else to help me with that video, or I get the actual proper equipment in game for that video is going to have to be a bit of a bust. For the thing with that type of video is that it's going to take a lot of tries. It's going to take a lot of time, and ultimately it's just going to probably be a video with music just laid on top of it and call it a day, because unless I want to do live commentary with a person or try and do live commentary the entire way, it's just going to be 30 minutes to an hour of just me just playing the game in an unconventional way, and it's just going to be long and boring because you're just watching me do the same monotonous thing over again. So, and I don't want you guys. I could just speed up the video, honestly, make it a lot more manageable to digest, but I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't want to necessarily watch that, even if it was sped up to about 1.5 2 speed, because that'll still make the video around, depending on time length, 15 to 30 minutes of just everything I've stated before. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on, and I think I want to do more of it in the future. Man, I gotta rethink my strategy on that. I'll still keep you guys in the dark on that one. I do have another video in the works though that's Spiral Knights related, except it's still in the recording phase. I've already got a little bit of footage, but I'm still recording a lot of it, and it's going to take a lot of time to record, simply because runs can be boring, I can get interrupted, sometimes things crop up, so I might just have to end the run right away. So, and that one's also going to take a lot of editing as well, because it's going to be a lot of cutting, a lot of finding good moments. You could probably already get an idea as to what I'm talking about, but I'm going to try and keep it elusive as to what it may be. And I do have plans on doing that in the future, or more of those in the future as well. But yeah, we'll see how that one comes out. And I have no release date for that one. I do want it to come out by the end of this year, but we'll just see how my motivation goes on that one. And then there's Clockworks Chatter. That one is still on a kind of it'll come out when it comes out sort of basis. But I think my burnout for Spiral Knights is finally dampening, so now I'm starting to get a bit more motivated to play it again. And I'm already getting a few ideas as to what I could talk about for the next few coming episodes. In fact, I kind of want to write one down real quick. I'll do that afterwards. But I'm going to try and keep that one a bit more regular, even if I don't feel like playing Spiral Knights, because I know this is what you guys are here for. You want to watch this, you're interested in it, I'm going to keep doing it. Still, again, as I said, going to be on a when it comes out basis, because, well, yes, these are easy to edit. trying to get everything to work sometimes is a bit of a nuisance, because, like, I have to record the gameplay, I've got to record the audio separately, gotta put in all the snippets from, like, old videos into this one by... I'm not sure if there's a preset for Sony Vegas, which is the editing software I use. I'm not sure if there's a way to, like, save specific things, so that way I could just pull it out and use it thereafter. I know that you can save, like, effects and stuff, but, like, I'm talking about, like, with text and effects, like, how I open Clockworks chatter, you got the little pop-up and then it fades away and that stuff. I'm not sure if I could just save that or if I have to do that manually every time, but what I do is I decide to just rip it from an old video and just plug in the new video, and that's how it works. It's not hard, it just gets annoying every once in a while. So, yeah, well, let's move on to the next part of the video. Now I want to talk about potential plans for the future. Still want to do Clockwork Chatters, because I know you guys are still wanting to do it, plus it's a good way for me just to talk about whatever. What was it? I still want to do montages, because those are fun, but those will obviously be really sparse and whenever I just happen to get good footage. But something I do want to do, though, and it's been something I wanted to do for a long time now, even before I started YouTube. If you know a YouTuber known as Chalk3 Spiral Knights, he used to go by Gameplay Flicks, but he ended up doing a series about weapon guides. He would take a weapon, he would discuss their crafting line, talks about their damage, talks about its good attributes and its bad attributes, how it compares up with some other weapons that are similar enough to it, and just makes a whole guide on it. I remember watching those back in the day. I'm like, man, those are really cool. I even got in touch with him for a little while, and I ended up suggesting a couple video ideas to him, and he actually ended up making a couple of them, which actually really made me excited. So, and he never did end up finishing all the weapons and armors in the game. So, I've thought about this a little bit. I'm like, do I want to pick up where he left off and continue talking about some of these weapons and armors that he never got around to? And if I do end up going on that route, that obviously is going to take a lot of time. I don't want to necessarily replicate his style, but do something similar enough to, like, you will feel like you're sort of watching him, but not. How do I describe that? I don't know. Let's just say it's a massive inspiration. Because I look at those videos now, I'm like, man, I feel so nostalgic about everything, and it's crazy. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. I don't know, what do you guys think about me doing something like that in the future? Because it would be really cool to do, but I don't know. To discuss that in the comments below, I'm quite curious to see what you guys think. Another sort of really easy video idea to do would be just play some levels, upload some commentary, kind of like this, but in a more carefree manner, you know, just hop into a VC with some people and just play the game, simple as that, upload it like that. And not much editing goes into it, maybe a censor here and there. Just good old gameplay, which I don't want to say is oversaturated, because, like, at Spiral Knights, there's not a lot of content out there, but, like, it's just that, I don't know, that seems kind of boring, and I want to be more transformative with my content, even if it's a bit basic at times. What do you guys think of commentary? Just nonchalant gameplay and commentary. Would you be open to that? Because, as I've said before, the way this podcast is recorded is that it's gameplay that's recorded separately, audio is done afterwards. So everything in the background is just a bonus. I just had another silly video idea just pop into my head. Take like a montage, but instead it's just literally just Clockworks. You just do a Clockworks run, put some music over it. Just do a lot of editing, just fool around and stuff, that sort of thing. That sounds really silly, but I feel like with the right weapons and armors, it could be a bit amusing, and especially with the right editing. I don't know. I might try that one day, just for shits and giggles, see how it goes. No, I don't think that's gonna do well, honestly. I don't know. Ooh, but I just had actually a really brilliant idea. The winter season's about to be upon us, and I just now realized, are there really that many videos on Grinchland Assault? Because that would actually just be a good video idea for just gameplay and commentary. Because there's enough footage, or there's enough level there to actually warrant it being a video. Plus, the dumb things you can possibly come across would be interesting. You might even get like a little bit of rage, which would make it funny. I gotta think about that. I gotta talk to some people about that, actually. Curious how that would go. Ooh, oh man, I'm getting so many ideas now with that. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to contact some people about that. Alright. That sounds fun. Alright, I'm gonna write that down. That's actually really fun. I like that. Alright, I'm gonna try and see if I can get a video about that this winter. Because that's actually kind of exciting. The ideas I'm already having with editing with that, ooh. That sounds actually quite fun. I think with that, I'm now officially pooped out on ideas. What do you guys like to see in terms of different sort of Spiral Knights content? Because there's still a whole array of things I could do. I could do the guides, I could do everything I've said before, I could... Oh man, I don't even know. I don't know. We haven't had a proper discussion in a while, so I'm curious. What do you guys think would be a cool idea to do a video on? Alright. I've ran out of things to talk about when it comes to the videos now. Let's talk about streaming. Some people have actually come up to me and said, hey, why don't you try streaming? You seem like you do really well in streaming. And to that, I'm like, oh man, thank you. Thank you that you think that I have the personality to actually do live streaming and such. But at this very moment, I don't feel, confident enough in doing that. There's a whole lot of setup that goes into getting a live stream ready. There's a whole lot of confidence building to actually be live and talk to people, although to be fair, that really isn't something I should worry about. There's a lot that goes into getting everything set up in terms of like mixing of audios, getting all your streaming or OBS stuff set up for that, trying to make sure you don't expose any sort of information that may be confidential. It can be a whole slew of things that could go awry and or just not appeal to people. And I think I would definitely be interested in streaming. I don't think I want to do it right away if I ever do want to try in the future, and it's not something I'd like to have a major focus on. Because even though streaming is cool and all, and it's fun to interact with everyone, I think I'd find far more enjoyment in spending hours in editing videos rather than chatting and just playing games. Because I don't know, it kind of comes down to my ethics and morals to a degree. When I'm just playing video games, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm getting anything done, but when I'm actually making videos, I feel like I'm actually doing something productive. I don't know, it might just be a mentality sort of thing. So, I don't know. At least with streaming though, since if I ever do it, it's not going to be something I put a massive focus on, so I don't have to worry about like getting 15,000 viewers every day or whenever I stream, because it's more or less just a way to interact and have fun with the community. Not to say that this video type isn't, but it's something I could definitely put less effort into. I'm not sure if the enjoyment would necessarily be the same. And then I had one guy come up to me and be like, "Hey, why don't you be a VTuber?" I'm like, "No." It's like, you use your Spiral Knights model. I'm not sure if that's even allowed with the Spiral Knights terms of service. So already that's a big no. I don't have a webcam or like some sort of tracing cam, whatever they use for VTuber stuff. I'm like, no, it's cool, but I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that. Either trying to set everything up for tracking and such, or deal with that on a legal basis, if that is against TOS. So, I think that's all I gotta say for that. But I think that basically wraps up today's episode. Expect, once this video goes out, continue to expect some more BioShock, as will probably be the standard norm for a while. I started recording this at 11 p.m. It's already almost 1 a.m. Or no, it already is 1 a.m. And by the time this gets rendered, it'll probably be about 2 a.m. I was hoping to get this done much sooner. Yeah, no, just continue to expect more BioShock, probably more Clockworks chatters. Hopefully I can get some more recording done for that video I've planned, but as I said, that's going to take a while. Anything else in the future, in terms of like Spiral Knights content, will either be decided based on what I think would be really cool to do, or if you guys have some really good suggestions, I might even take them and try and make some videos about them. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this episode of Clockworks Chatters. I'll make sure to respond to every comment you post. And, oh boy, I have to start editing BioShock. Oh boy. Yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I'll read everything, I'll respond to everything. But with that, I'd like to bid farewell. Goodbye.